there? Would you believe in fairy tales? Oh.
Welcome, everyone. I'm Damon Bruce, and this is the NBA on 2K Sports. Friday Hoops Fest coming up next. It's going to be the Houston Rockets up against the Los Angeles Clippers. And that's all for now. Time to hand it over to Kevin Harlan.
Just earlier, the fans on their feet as the national anthem rang out throughout the arena. Welcome, everyone, to a great Sunday night with the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan here alongside my colleagues Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke will be joining us from the sideline. Now a chance to check out our starting lineups. First, for the Rockets, manning the backcourt, Jeremy Lin along with James Harden. And at center, the most dominant physical presence in the NBA, the elite defensive big man, Dwight Howard. Then there's Chandler Parsons. And it's Ashik in at the 4 slot. And for Los Angeles, CP3 and Jamal Crawford make the backcourt. And inside at center, a long 6'11", the skyscraping big man out of Texas A&M, DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Jared Dudley, and it's Griffin in at the 4 spot. Now here's Paul. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. He dishes it to Jordan. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam.
Yeah, what a way to wrap up that possession. Tell you what, you've got to give the Houston Rockets a lot of credit, guys. After losing their franchise players to injury and age back in '09, they've managed to rebuild this team without tanking for lottery picks or going all the way to the bottom of the heap. Very impressive.
Now here's Paul. There's the dish to Griffin. And stolen by Parsons. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Here's Harden. Rebound by the Clippers. And for the Rockets, they've been very shrewd acquiring undervalued players, trading for draft picks. Steve, all in the hopes of swinging big trades for superstars.
Well, and then when they acquired James Harden, they finally got a cornerstone player. Now all of a sudden you throw in Dwight Howard, you've got another foundational player. So all these years of tinkering and trading and moving picks and moving players, it's finally paid off, and now he's got the team he was hoping to put together.
The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the evening.
Jamal Crawford has always been a steady scorer, an explosive scorer, really, and he's been something of a journeyman, too. Over the course of his 13 seasons in the league, he's played for 6 teams, and get this, 16 different head coaches. Wow.
Quick start here for the Clippers in this one. Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Kevin McHale.
He said Chris Paul is a major concern for them because of his ability to lead a team. He said it all starts with Paul because once he gets going and gets everyone involved, the whole team becomes a well-oiled machine. That is something we're definitely worried about.
Thank you, Doris. And for Crawford, 16 different head coaches. Steve, that's incredible. Do you think that lack of continuity can hold a player back and chip away at his game?
Well, it doesn't help, that's for sure. I mean, Crawford has always been productive, but it does make you think, what if he had been lucky enough to go to an organization with great stability, maybe to San Antonio with Greg Popovich? But, hey, you just got to play the hand that you're dealt, Kev.
Byron Mullins is checked in for the Clippers. Shot clock at 6, and Griffin backs in. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Paul, defended by Lin. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The Rockets have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game.
Well, we'll see if that shot breaks things open a little bit. It's been a slow start.
Hopefully that gets them on the right track here, Steve.
And here is Los Angeles now. It's a 5-point game. Paul gets a screen from Mullins. Paul kicks to Mullins. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Boy, taking it hard to the rack for the big throwdown.
And give an unofficial assist, Clark, to his teammate for setting the screen that freed him up.
Yeah, good call, Kevin. That was really the key to the play.
Now, here is Harden. Rejected by Crawford. Griffin passes to Paul. Throws it up high. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Houston making a switch here. And here are the Rockets now. They trail by 7. Beverly dishes to Harden. And the pass to Monteunitas. Kicks it out to Harden. The three. Gets it to go.
Now you threaten the defense inside and then find the open man on the outside. Good offense.
Here's Crawford. And so the first quarter's in the books. And now the second quarter just getting set to start.
One of the things that really jumps out at you about the Clippers is their depth. Really impressive. I mean, they've surrounded their stars with a bench that includes Jamal Crawford, who was second in the voting for Sixth Man of the Year. They've got a nice second unit.
Well-placed alley pass into the layup.
How nice was that alley-oop? Those two really have a good connection.
Yeah, read each other so well. It's a play I'm sure, Clark, they love to run.
And as the receiver, he didn't feel like he had the need to go for the monster finish. Just laying it in, making sure he got the points.
Here's Garcia. And it's off the back rim. No good. And we talk about the bench for the Clippers last season. Also guys like Matt Barnes and Lamar Odom. Steve, some good defensive tenacity there, too.
Yeah, they had an edge. You know, Barnes really gave them some toughness and some grit. I thought Crawford's shooting gave them some balance where they had a good offense to go with good defense. And then Bledsoe slashing. They were a lot of fun to watch, that bench unit.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Barnes. Crawford comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Paul in for Darren Collison.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Garcia's got his first bucket of the night.
You know, offensively, he's just one of those guys that needs a touch of space to get his shot up. That's all. And if he runs his man off a screen or somehow finds an opening, that's it. He's going to let that thing go.
And you know what, Steve? We also have to talk about his shooting. I mean, the fact that he copes with tight D better than anyone is something to make note of. His percentage stays the same, and if he's wide open, he's automatic. Well, Jamal has always been able to provide a spark of offense in a hurry, but last year he was a force unto his own coming off the bench. A terrific mid-level acquisition for the Clippers.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, guys. Well, for Doc Rivers, the former Boston Celtics head coach and now new Los Angeles Clippers head coach, it's certainly a tough emotional choice for Rivers to move on. His quote saying, "I always knew when I took the job with Boston that I would love the Celtics. I knew I would love the tradition and the players, but I had no idea how much I would fall in love with the city and the people in it. Honestly, I get emotional thinking about it. I will cherish every single moment I had in Boston. And guys, hopefully that love returned by the Beantown faithful."
Well, Doris, that fan passion can cut both ways. Sometimes you have to take the good with the bad. And it's the Rockets with the ball. Following the three from Chris Paul. And that one's good. And for Crawford with the Clippers, his best shooting since the 2009-2010 season, Steve, when he won the Sixth Man of the Year award.
Well, and he came close to winning it again last season with the Clippers.
Sure did.
He's a guy who can create his shot as well as anybody in the league. And the ability to hit tough shots. He's the kind of player you want at the end of games who can create.
Wow, that was unbelievable. Look at that.
How about that?
Look at that.
The solo alley-oop. That's not something we see too often.
Timed it perfectly. You're right. It caught the defense totally off guard.
I remember Tracy McGrady doing that. First guy I ever saw pull that off.
But they recover it. Kicks it to Harden. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. He feeds it to Beverly. He kicks it to Moniunas. And it's off from three-point range. On offense, here are the Clippers. They're on a 12-4 run right now. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
Here is Harden. Pass to Beverly. Gives him the lead pass. Oh, they keep the ball out of the cylinder, but pick up a foul in the process. 2 shots at the line.
They got right to the rim, but got hammered once he got there by the defense.
But that was a nice job taking it strong and forcing his way to the line. Well done.
Both free throws good from Parsons. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. And here is Paul. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. So we've reached the end of the...
Now, presented by Sprint. And now, the Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
The busy streets of Los Angeles, lighting up the night sky as we continue.
You know, when you get an influx of talent through the draft like the Rockets did prior to last season, the initial reaction is excitement, but then you think about, man, how are we going to get these guys ready to play NBA basketball? And the Rockets did a nice job by taking it easy and bringing them along slowly.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Here is Howard. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Clock at 6. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And for the Rockets, you look at how that strategy worked out for them, and it was exactly what they needed. Got off to a quick start last year, and, you know, Steve, toward the end, their rookies were fresh and able to contribute when it mattered most.
You know, Kevin, it's hard for fans to see a player get drafted and not immediately see the floor, but a lot of times that's the best route. You know, you give a player time to adjust, you make him earn it, and by the end of the season, he can be a very effective player. I think plenty of the Rockets players proved that last season.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Lynn kicks to Howard. Back to Lynn. On the wing, Harden. Houston moving the ball around. A nice shot by Lynn. Lynn's got his second basket of the night.
Well, you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far.
You look at Harden's career, he was a gifted scorer at Arizona State, but with a slow start in his rookie season, and playing with 2 of the best players in the league in Oklahoma City, people seem to forget that he's always been a player who can light it up.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Gentlemen, James Harden led the NBA last season, averaging over 8.5 made free throws per game. He's one of the masters at drawing contact and said, quote, "It gives me confidence to get some easy free throws and open up my entire game. I just try to be aggressive and get to the basket. It opens up my jump shot and opens up my teammates with defenders helping off." Guys, the Rockets more than happy running their offense through James.
Well, it certainly seems like a smart move for him. Thanks to us. And James Harden, the first ever draft pick by the Oklahoma City Thunder after the move from Seattle, certainly. To see him go so soon in his NBA career as he was reaching stardom had to be tough for fans, and we know, Clark, certainly for his team.
I agree wholeheartedly there, Kevin. And think of all the fans who wore fake beards on their faces, even buildings in OKC with beards adorning them. So Harden wasn't just a great player, his image was almost a mascot for the team as well.
Well, look at Steve. Clark. He's got the fake Harden beard on right now next to us. I mean, geez.
Fear the beard. Maybe that'll ignite him. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geeked.
That's what those alley-oops do, though.
Driven shot is good.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
Here's Lynn. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You know, Jeremy Lin made a lot of strides last season on the court, guys. But I think in order for him to take his game to the next level, he's got to be a bigger and more consistent threat from outside. If he can home in on that 3 ball, I think it'll be much more difficult to defend.
Poked away. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Kicks it out to Paul. Buries the long-range jumper. Paul's got 8.
I like the way they've played here in the first half. Just an intelligent floor game, getting good shots.
The numbers certainly back that up. They're shooting a much better percentage.
It's Harden with the drive. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
He had his choice of finishing moves there, and you just got to love the fact he went old school with the finger roll.
Crawford with the ball. Can't hit from in close. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Clippers.
Well, I got to say, one thing that stuck out all game is the consistent penetration they've got.
And then look at the points in the paint, because they're really winning that battle tonight.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Doc Rivers address his team. He laid one thing out there for them, saying, now is the time to eliminate any chance of a mistake. We've got a good lead. Don't take any unnecessary risks or commit a silly foul. Smart basketball from here on out.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Paul kicks to Griffin. Back to Paul. Launches it. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Well, he found a perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the defense.
It's trailed by 9. Harden outside. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up Clark that beautiful alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, it was nice. Just a gorgeous assist.
Back to Paul. 1:51 left to play here in the fourth. 6 on the shot clock. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Well, I'll bet his teammates love playing with him. He's distributing the ball perfectly.
Well, he keeps everybody happy, and you know what? The assist numbers don't lie.
It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession.
Yeah, so close to picking that pass off, guys.
At least he got a hand on it. He did what he needed to do to make sure it didn't hit the target.
Dishes it to Howard. Ocean's on the wing. And some nice passing there by Houston. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Looked to me like the defender didn't get squared up and get his feet set.
Good work by the officials. A nice call. That play can be tough to judge sometimes.
The Rockets making a switch here. Beverly's checked in. 6 to shoot. Harden can't hit. Clippers leading by 9. Paul right side. .114 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Oh, trying for it. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. He lobs it up, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
And a terrific run to really put this ball game away.
And now let's see how many more points they can throw up there before the horn sounds.
Rockets have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Howard with this screen on Crawford. Feeds it to Beverly. All sorts of time, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
You're exactly right. I mean, take care of the ball, work the clock. It's a wrap.
Yep, nice game. Crawford kicks to Paul. Paul, right side, deflects the pass, and it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for the Rockets. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And there's the call on Howard. That is his first foul of the game. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Howard with the steal.
Yeah, he had tunnel vision on that pass. He was really focused on the target. Never did see the defender.
Tipped away. Paul left side. And 3 from Jordan. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
And the fans loving what's transpired here tonight. A really good victory for these guys.
Sure was. I mean, they did just what they needed to do to keep the visitors from getting any momentum.